Well, until recently, most college campuses were places that welcome such political leaders and commentators across the spectrum to spark civil discussion and debate on social and political issues. Civility, though, wasn't front and center on social media in the wake of the violence yesterday, with some reactions actually costing people their jobs, including Middle Tennessee State University's Assistant Dean of Students. Our Aaron Cantrell spent the day at his alma mater talking with students about that firing and the tragedy.
Intellectual growth is at the core of pursuing a college degree. With it often comes differences of opinion.
We still have that freedom of speech, and we should still fight for that freedom, and we shouldn't be silent.
As one of Tennessee's largest universities, MTSU frequently welcomes guest speakers to campus.
Dr. Fauci should be in prison for what he did over the last year.
Having children is more important than having a good career. Sometimes controversial ones, like Charlie Kirk.
Even though he was very pro Second Amendment right, that doesn't mean he should have died at the hand of a gun.
They have to understand that this was a man with a family. There was more to him than just being a conservative.
For students here, his assassination was gut-wrenching to watch unfold.
There were so many people around it that had to witness that and had to, live with that now.
I'm very disgusted, disheartened.
At the same time, it's fueled even more debate.
I understand he was a big figure, but also had the same energy towards school shootings, I think.
MTSU President Sidney McPhee says differences of opinion and freedom of expression are encouraged among students. But for staff members, public employees, he says trust is essential. That's why McPhee says the university fired its assistant dean of students after she posted a Facebook comment many felt compromised her ability to remain fair and even-handed.
I don't think this type of speech is helpful to anyone. She may not have liked him, but that does not mean she has to say something like this about the man.
Working with students from all different backgrounds, I just think that was completely out of pocket to say.
And it is out of pocket to say. And one of the reasons that it's out of pocket to say is that even though we protect our freedom of speech, it's not freedom from consequences. And your character often at times reflect the university, your employer, and it affects all of that. And so unless you are willing to deal with the consequences on the back end of the repercussions of saying some of the stuff that you're saying, y'all saying this stuff online, it's not hidden. People are literally, and I'm not saying it is necessarily right because I don't believe in doxing people, but people are finding you and they are finding your employer and they're deciding that they no longer want to do business with you and they asking y'all. And so now this dean is fired.